Welcome to the ATL, Abidon Stadium in the heart of downtown Atlanta, home to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Ramblin' Wreck ready to roll here today. And Ryder, we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun as we see the number 10 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 21st ranked team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught near the sideline, but just a short game. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, in the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and the following year, Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. Finds just enough space and takes the first down.
The receiver does all the work here. That is easy living for this quarterback. Really good front work by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, how about there on 1st down?
And the Yellow Jackets starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
On the double. 3:25.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
42 spike.
He'll hand it off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it.
29 Philly.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Who's got it near the end zone? Tackle is made at the 4th. First down and goal.
The defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Okay, ready?
The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. It's QB sneak. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, what a great job by this defense. They have really tightened things up here inside the 10-yard line. Seems like they're almost daring the offense to go for it here on 4th down. Let's see what the decision is.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. The field goal is good. What breaks the scoreless tie here makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Testing the right side here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He finds his tight end for the catch. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10. And it's another 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches. But sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Grab behind the line. It's Connors. Finds room at the 30. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards and be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He lets it go on the move, looking deep.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
But I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And they'll give it to the back. Breaking free at midfield.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. and he barely got the first down, but he got
of 2. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First down. Looking to throw the football. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He makes the grab. They bring him down. The sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move here. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. On first and 10, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Okay, ready?
The Yellow Jackets will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Flips it with a running back. Can he make the first down? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. And the PAT makes it 10-7. This kick kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Quick throw to his receiver. Pass incomplete. Very clearly intercepted that time.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made after the completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. Put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Got it.
Second down play coming up.
Come on, set.
And now the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, it's the consistency in his back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Running back grabs it on the screen. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime and cut into this now 2-possession lead. Here's the handoff. They bring him down right at the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield. Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff to the back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
2nd down after that previous play. Ball handed off. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Tackle made after a big gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. The back's got it. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
In the era that we live in right now, everyone wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. Here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This one will be fair caught. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. And that is going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to get us going in the 2nd half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And they get the 2nd half started with their running play. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back's got it again. No shot to bring him down. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The offense looks fired up to begin the 2nd half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line in.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. Follow them and keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Running back has it on a screen now. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Irish. That puts him on top in the second half. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. How impressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long.
Let's go.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And the completion made. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. This quarterback on fire today.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And he knocks through the PAT. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Handoff heading left. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll feed the back again. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Gotta have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
But defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris. They pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But we stopped short of the first down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a down. He drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. 4 set of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
The defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st first down, so the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. He'll toss it to the back. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag now. That one's going to hurt. Take that crucial touchdown off the board, back them up, and we'll see if they can score again. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. He throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on 3rd down, and now a 4th down decision coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He goes out of bounds but gets all the way to midfield. Great return and great starting field position. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the flat by the running back. They got it, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight, was able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The Yellow Jackets lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll work the clock here with the running game.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Got to catch the defense with the draw. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. They're trying to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Finds room at the 30. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution. Defense will set up on 1st and 10. And he's got it again. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. The Yellow Jackets looking to cash in this red zone trip. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he is wide open for a huge gain. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. Clock is stopped. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball and that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
They'll hand it off. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, a questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Fighting Irish offense offense comes back out onto the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Fires it to the wideout. There's another interception. It losing track. Follows the pick with a nice return.
Wanting to be aggressive, but down late in a game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And there's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
On the double.
Now it's second down here.
Check, check. Slam.
And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And now the running backs got it again. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game.